Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has strongly condemned Israel's strikes on Iran, accusing Tel Aviv of attempting to derail ongoing nuclear talks with the United States. Speaking to foreign diplomats, Araghchi declared that Iran's retaliatory strikes on Israel would cease only if Israel ends its military offensive against the Islamic Republic. The foreign minister has also accused Israel of seeking to expand the war beyond Iran after it attacked the South Pars refinery on the shore of the Gulf. Moreover, the Iranian FM claimed that Tehran had evidence to show that U.S. forces supported the intense bombardment campaign Israel launched against Iran this week. Here's what he said.
ما خواهان گسترش جنگ نیستیم مگر اینکه به ما تحمیل بشه. ما خواهان گسترش این جنگ به کشورهای دیگه و یا به منطقه نیستیم مگر اینکه تحمیل بشه. ما اصولا خواهان این جنگ نبودیم. ما مشغول اجرای دیپلماسی در خصوص برنامه هستی خودمون بودیم، ولی این تجاوز به ما تحمیل شد. ما از خودمون دفاع میکنیم، دفاع کاملا مشروع هست، با اقتدار دفاع میکنیم و این دفاع ما در پاسخ به تجاوز هست. لذا اگر تجاوز متوقف بشه طبیعی است که واکنش‌های ما هم متوقف میشه. کشاندن صحنه درگیری به منطقه خلیج فارس یک اشتباه بزرگ راهبردی است که احتمالاً با عمد و با قصد صورت میگیره و هدف اون کشاندن جنگ به فراتر از خاک ایران هست. منطقه خلیج فارس منطقه بسیار حساس و پیچیده‌ای هست و هر گونه تحول نظامی در اون میتونه کل منطقه رو و بلکه کل جهان رو درگیر بکنه. رژیم اسرائیل خواهان هیچ توافقی در موضوع هسته‌ای نیست، خواهان مذاکره نیست، خواهان دیپلماسی نیست و تجاوز به ایران در میانه مذاکرات هسته‌ای نشون دهنده مخالفت رژیم اسرائیل با هر گونه مذاکره‌ای هست. الان هم کاری که انجام شده دقیقاً برای تخریب دیپلماسی، تخریب مذاکره بوده و ما متاسف هستیم که دولت آمریکا هم با این اقدام همراهی کرده.
Araghchi has also slammed the United Nations Security Council and accused it of indifference over the Israeli strikes. Meanwhile, he reiterated that Tehran is open to a nuclear deal that would ensure Iran cannot acquire atomic weapons, but will not agree to abandon its nuclear rights. This comes after waves of overnight Iranian strikes on Israel killed at least 10 people, including children, according to state emergency services. According to Israeli local media, 6 people have been reported dead, 180 injured, and 7 people are still considered missing after a missile strike on a residential building in Bat Yam. Meanwhile, 4 people have died in the missile strike on the northern city of Tamra. Israeli authorities have said that the country's airspace was closed for a third consecutive day after 2 nights of deadly missile strikes from Iran. Meanwhile, Israeli military spokesperson Abbas Araghchi has urged Iranian civilians to evacuate residential areas near weapons facilities across the country after waves of Israeli strikes on military targets. Now we move on to North America. Germany, France, and Britain have offered immediate talks with Iran over its nuclear program. German Foreign Minister Johann Wadepool urged Tehran to accept. He said de-escalation is key to regional stability in Oman. Wadepool also called for aid access to Gaza and blamed Hamas for the ongoing suffering. Now we have Anat Berstein-Reich. She's the president of Israel Asia Chamber of Commerce. She's joining us live from Tel Aviv. Thank you, Anat, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Could this be part of a broader Israeli attempt to shift global focus from Gaza to Iran?
Not at all. Not at all, in a sense that for years we are talking about the fact that Iran is increasing its nuclear abilities, and in the past 2 months they accelerated their enrichment program of uranium. For 60 days, US gave Iran a chance to reach an agreement, which they didn't. And the window was now to attack because of several reasons in the nuclear program of Iran. So it has nothing to do with Gaza, and it has everything to do with Gaza in a sense that this is, I would say, a joint effort of Iran and their proxies. Look, for example, what happened last night when Iran operated their proxies in addition to the barrage they sent from Iran. So did the Houthis from Yemen shoot their missile, drones from Iraq and Syria. So this is a coordinated effort by Iran to hit Israel, and unfortunately, they will not succeed. It definitely hurts, and we had, as you rightly said, 10 people died yesterday, and 200 people are injured. And it's devastating to see what is happening, but still we are very clear that this mission is right. We have no intention of hurting civilians. We only want to dismantle Iran from its nuclear abilities, military nuclear abilities, may I say.
And as nuclear talks have stalled in Oman, and what does the current standoff suggest about the effectiveness of the JCPOA Iran nuclear deal framework as of now?
I'm sure that Iran will want to go back to the talks, and after what they suffered, the strikes in the past 2 days, they'll come closer and with more willingness to discuss how they will give the International Nuclear Committee a right to inspect and really inspect and provide information, something that they didn't do in the past few years. And unfortunately, they need to understand it with might, and peacefully it didn't work. So I hope that now Iran is calling for talks, and this is a good sign.
And now focusing on the countries around Iran, how might Iran's Gulf neighbors escape, or especially Qatar, which shares South Pars, respond to this escalation?
I think that both Qatar and Iran sponsored terror in the past few years, and it's known information, and so is your neighbor Pakistan, which just announced yesterday that they support Iran. So I'm sure that our Indian audience understand that if Pakistan is supporting Iran, it says something about Iran. The other neighbors, Saudi is happy that we are dealing with the nuclear program of Iran, because it can and will affect them as well. It's no secret that Saudi is afraid of Iran nuclear capabilities, and I think that we are making a favor to the entire region that we are dismantling Iran, because everyone can be affected. And Saudis should be happy, and so are the other Gulf countries, Bahrain, UAE. As to Qatar, I'm sure that Qatar should also be happy that such a neighbor will not have military nuclear capabilities, because it impacts all of us.
Thank you very much, Anat Berstein-Reich, for joining